Hello everyone, welcome back to our magical life. Today we will be seeing part 7 of this workshop. The topic name is Awakening the Brain, and this is based on Dr. Joe Dispenza's online course, The Formula. In the previous part, what we discussed is that the stress hormones cause us to heighten our senses and it causes us to narrow our focus only to the material world because the stress hormones cause us to pay attention to what is causing the stress. Because of this, people becomes more focused on their body, their environment, and more aware of the time. This is why stress makes people object focused, materialistic, and identified with the non. So, what meditation does is that it helps us to withdraw our focus from the non. So, Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditation instructions are designed to reverse the stress conditioning from somebody to nobody. Means that you have to withdraw your attention from your body so that you become nobody, and from someone to no one, which means you have to withdraw your attention from the people in your life or the people around you, in your place, in your life, to become no one, from someone to no one, then from something to nothing. Means you have to withdraw your attention from the objects or things in your life, like your cell phone, your computer, your car, or all the elements in your life to become nothing. Then from somewhere to nowhere means you have to withdraw or take off your attention from where you are sitting or where you live or where you work or where you need to be, etc. To become means from somewhere to nowhere. Okay. And from some time to no time also means you need not think about your past and future. So this meditation process withdraws our attention and energy from the three-dimensional world and redirects our attention into the unknown. Thus, it helps us to become the pure consciousness. This is achieved by opening our awareness. And this cannot be achieved by focusing or concentrating. So, opening our awareness leads to becoming the unknown or the pure consciousness. And why sensing the blackness matters in this meditation? So, in the meditation, is also asking us to broaden our awareness into the blackness or the space. And this moves our attention away from the objects and we are getting tuned into the energy and frequency. When our awareness opens into space, what happens is that our thinking stops and our analyzing mind stops. This stops the incoherent brain caused by the stresses. Okay. So then Dr. Joe is also explaining about the different brain waves. First, he is explaining about the high beta wave, which occurs when we are in the survival mode or the emergency mode or in a stress, high stress. Okay. And this state is linked to the stress and the danger or in the emergency state. And this is characteristic by the rapid attention shifting, which is happening in the brain, which is the reason for the brain incoherence in the high beta state. And when we are in this high beta state of brain wave, people get stuck here chronically. Next is the normal beta wave, which is the everyday awareness state. Okay. Awake, alert, etc. At this state, brain processes the sensory information. Means this state is dominated by the outer world. Next comes the alpha state. This is the creative state or the inner world. Alpha is the slower brain state. This occurs when we broaden our focus. When we broaden our focus, what happens is that we begin to sense nothing but the space. And this causes us to stop analyzing or stop thinking, and the brain wave starts to slow down. In this state, in the alpha state, our attention shifts from the outer world to the inner world. And the characteristics of this particular state, alpha state, are it is the creative state and imagination, visualization, and reduced mental clutter or mental chatter. When we are in the alpha state, our inner reality becomes more real than our outer reality. Next, we need to understand how we can slow down our brain waves. When there is less sensory input from the outer world or external world, it means that slower will be our brain waves. Brain waves slows when our body is still, when the eyes closed or visual input reduced, or when there is no tasting, no smelling, or no movement, means no input from the sensory organs. Then the brain waves slows down. So instead of the objects, when we sense, when we broaden our senses, or broaden our focus and sense the space, it reduces the incoming data. And this naturally moves the brain into the alpha state. Okay. Then the brain coherence and integration. He is also talking about brain coherence and the integration. As the brain moves into the alpha state, the previously fragmented brain regions because of the chronic stress get reconnected, and the brain started functioning in a more holistic state, and the brain is getting more order. The brain becomes more holistic, more unified, and more efficient. This happens in the alpha state. And the communication improves among the brain cells. That is from the front part of the brain to the back part of the brain, and from the left hemisphere to the right hemisphere, etc. And this produces a feeling of wholeness within us, a feeling of that we are in order, or a feeling like getting back to ourselves again. Dr. Joe Dispenza is explaining in meditation that sensing nothing but space means sensing the energy and the frequency, means the quantum field. The quantum field or the universe or the pure consciousness is invisible. It exists beyond the space and time. It is made up of energy, frequency, and information. It has a signature of order and wholeness. So when we sense the space in the meditation, what happens is that our nervous system tunes with this unified field or the quantum field of the pure consciousness. And the autonomic nervous system becomes more orderly. The body begins to feel safe, relaxed, and connected. Next comes the theta state. This is the reprogramming window. Okay. So when relaxation deepens in the meditation, our body may feel asleep, but our mind remains awake. This state is the theta state. In the theta state, the body is no longer the mind. At this state, the door between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind is wide open. And this is when we can reprogram our subconscious mind in the theta state of theta brain state. Okay. And this is when our old program can be rewritten and a new habit can be reinstalled, and our earlier emotional conditions can be changed. In this theta state, suggestibility increases because at this state there is less analysis and there is more acceptance and surrender. Dr. Joe is also explaining the purpose of the meditation. His meditation. The meditation is designed to get beyond our analytical mind. The analytical mind separates our conscious mind and the subconscious mind. So slowing the brain waves allows access to the operating system or the subconscious mind. This is where new neural circuits can be installed. So as the coherence increases, our brain hemisphere synchronizes and we feel wholesome. And creation now happens from the wholeness. So his workshop researches also shows that people can shift their brain states ranging from 1 second to 19 seconds. Within that time, people are able to shift their brain states in his workshop. The researches from his workshop shows that people are able to shift their brain states within that 1 second to 19 seconds. So this happens because they understand how to get beyond the self. By this part of this workshop, you will also understand, you might also have understood this, right? How to achieve the brain coherence, isn't it? And this is the first part of the formula. So, in his guided meditation also, people are asked to sense the infinite blackness. People are asked to sense the depth and vastness of the space and to sense the space in all the directions. They are asked to act as if they have no body, no sense, and only awareness. And like investing into a bank account, the longer you link yourself to the unknown, the more you create possibilities into your life. Means the longer you link or you connect yourselves with the unknown or the space or the blackness, the more you create possibilities into your life. And whenever whenever their attention drift, or when people's attention drifts to their body, to the pain, to the past or the future, or to other people's or to other objects, they are asked to simply to notice it, then relax and return to the present. So each time when we return to the present moment, that is the victory. So through this meditation, we are training the body to surrender. So repeated practices train the body like an animal. Eventually, the body surrender to the new mind. And when this happens, your body will release the blocked energy attached to your past. So, in this practice, you are going to, means you are going to go through the particle state to the wave. That is from the matter to the energy. Then he is also explaining about creating from the quantum field. When we are creating from the quantum field, which is having infinite possibilities, we need not chase for the outcomes. All the experiences are drawn to you. You become the vortex. So manifestation occurs through vibrational match, coherent brain, elevated emotion. So please understand that this is so important to understand, because in the name of manifestation, we are doing so many things. So I am repeating it again. Manifestation occurs through vibrational match. Vibrationally or emotionally, we have to match with that of the vibrationally, we have to match with that what exactly we want, what is our outcome. We should have the match. Then coherent brain. Incoherence occurs when we are in stress. So we have to come out of the incoherence. That is the second condition. And third is the elevated emotion, means the emotions aligned with that of the outcome. Okay. So this principle applies equally to your health, your abundance, any mystical experience, your relationships, whatever you want in your life. Okay. So in the next part of this workshop, we will focus on the heart coherence. Today in this chapter, we were discussing on the brain coherence. Okay. So in the next part of this workshop, we will be focusing on the heart coherence and the formula components. What are the formula components? Number one, clear intention. Number two, coherent brain, which we discussed today. Third part is the coherent heart or elevated emotion. So this is the end of this part of the workshop. Thank you, guys. So to follow this practice, I recommend you all to listen to this series carefully and make your own notes. And based on your notes and your understanding, do your analysis on your life and find out where and how to make the changes in your life to have your dream life instead of being in an autopilot mode and being a victim in your life. So thank you, guys.